question. Kim, I'm curious to hear what Ascended Master's take is about not wanting to engage with people and becoming a hermit. Either a complete separation from any form of company or at least highly limited interaction with others, still leaning in the direction of less is better. What is your personal viewpoint on is this approach wrong, right, or neither? Well, there's no viewpoint that's wrong, right, or neither in a way, because there's always a higher understanding of any viewpoint. So in terms of being a hermit, okay, so the first thing I would say here is, are you running away from something or towards something? That would be the first consideration I would have here. And so you see how the person is saying not wanting to engage with people. And to me, that sounds like you don't want to engage with people because it is a problem. It creates suffering, it creates tension, you feel rejected, whatever. So you have a negative reaction to other people, and therefore you don't want to engage with them. And it seems like it's just easier to break off all contact with other people and become a hermit. And to me, that sounds like you're running away from something. You're running away from, in your mind, you think you're running away from other people, but what you're actually trying to run away from is your own psychology, your own reaction. Because why are you reacting the way you do to other people? Because of something in your psychology that you haven't seen, that you haven't resolved. So what causes your suffering when you interact with other people is the unresolved psychology that puts you in conflict with other people. So that's why the Ascended Masters would say, if you become a hermit, you will make probably no more progress in this lifetime. It's much better to confront the psychology, work with the psychology, and come to a point where you can interact with other people without having this tension, and therefore you don't need to run away. Overcome the desire, the need to run away, then you will grow, right? And that's a matter of looking at your relationship with other people, trying to see the patterns, and then seeing these, what I call subconscious selves in many of my videos. I have several videos on how to overcome these or how to deal with these subconscious selves. So then the person is talking about either complete separation from any form of company or at least highly limited interaction with others. Yeah, but again, you see many people in the world who want to limit their interaction with other people in such a way that other people never push their buttons, never expose their unresolved psychology. And again, it's always, if you want to grow, look at the psychology. I mean, look at yourself right now. Look at your interaction with other people, right? And then ask yourself, very simple question. Do I want this to get better, or do I want it to stay the way it is for the rest of this lifetime? And if you want it to get better, you have to do something you haven't done before. You have to stop projecting that it's other people that are causing the problem, and start recognizing that what's causing your problem with other people is your unresolved psychology. Most people can live their whole lives projecting out. The problem is out there. And that's fine if you want to do that for the rest of your life. I don't have a problem with it. That's up to you. You're the one who's having your life experience. I'm not. But I'm just saying, if you want to change something, you have to start looking within instead of projecting out. And so that's why I'm saying, is this approach wrong, right, or neither? Well, it depends again. If you want to grow, then it's not the best approach to take, right? If you don't want to grow, then it's not the wrong approach to take. It could very well be the right approach that allows you to not grow for the rest of this lifetime. Is it neither? Well, that depends. Again, as I said, if you're running away from something because of your unresolved psychology, then it's not going to help you. But there could be people for whom living like a hermit could be okay, or maybe even productive for a period. I mean, you see traditionally, you go back and you see many spiritual gurus who have had a period where they were in total isolation. Like I was in transcendental meditation when I was young, and it was said that the Maharishi had spent 12 years meditating in a cave in the Himalayas. In total isolation. People brought food up that he could eat, but otherwise he never talked to anybody. And maybe that's necessary for some people. I personally never found it was necessary for me. And I also believe that in the Aquarian age, where I've said many times, we're meant to integrate spirituality with our everyday lives. Therefore, I think for the vast majority of spiritual people, it's not necessary, it's not constructive to live like a hermit. But you could say that could it be beneficial to do it for a time? And it could be for some people. I'm not saying it couldn't. As I said, I never felt it was for me, but that obviously is not the same as saying that everybody should do what I'm doing. It could be right for some people, but I would definitely say, for me, it would be a phase, because as I've said many, many times, we are in the transition phase to the golden age. And that's going to be driven by spiritual people who dare to express ourselves in society. So we are really not in embodiment at this particular time to be hermits. I mean, maybe we could have done that during the past 2,000 years of Pisces. But in this particular age, most of us chose to be in embodiment because we want to help bring along Saint Germain's golden age. And that can best be done by expressing ourselves. And so that's why I would say that for most people, I don't think the hermit life is the most constructive. But again, could you benefit from maybe isolating yourself for a time? Yeah, that could very well be. But on second thought, what's your purpose for isolating yourself? In other words, are you running away from something? Or are you saying, I want to isolate myself in order to look more deeply into my psychology? Because if you just sit there and meditate on God and think that meditating is going to resolve all your problems without you having to look at your psychology, then I would say you are still running away from something. The essence of spiritual growth, as I've said so many times, is resolve psychology. So if you are taking a time out as an opportunity to do that, then that could be constructive. If you are doing it just to, run away from something, then I don't think that's constructive at all.